All right, guys. For those of you who don't know who Alex is, he's a buddy of mine that I've known for about 5-6 years in this industry, and I've watched him go from leading a massive, massive movement to being featured in Forbes magazine, being featured in Rolling Stone magazine, interviews with Ty Lopez, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone. He's one of the best millennials on the planet doing what we're doing. There's nobody that can outshine this dude, and he's working directly with us, and we're blessed to be able to have access to this dude. And he's going to be hopping on here in a second and just giving his heart, sharing his heart with you guys of what's going on, of how to make this thing happen, of where the company is going. And just take the last minute here real quick and get as many people on your team on this call, because they're going to regret missing this thing if they're not on it. It's going to max out soon, so first come, first serve. But, I just know one thing. In order to succeed in life, you have to follow people that are. And this dude is winning at a very, very, very high level, and he's working with us personally to help us get this thing done. So with that being said, we're going to unmute his line, and he's just going to let it rip. Alex, you're live, buddy.
All right, we're live and we're letting it rip. What's going on, everybody? Pumped up and excited to be here. Just got back in town a few hours ago from Vegas convention. Then I went to Phoenix, Arizona, and then I went to Washington, D.C., and I was in New York City, then I was in New Jersey, and now I'm in Miami today and tomorrow, and then I go to Tulsa, Dallas, Atlanta, and then I'm going to South Africa. First time I'm ever going to be on not South Africa, I guess, just African soil. So pumped up and excited about that. So what's up, everybody? Excited to be here again. Super proud of Matt and Joey, and I see Cole over there in the screen. These guys are doing phenomenal things inside of this company, and I'm just here to support them and support all of you, and just understand that you guys are attached to some phenomenal people. I've known Joey for quite some time in the industry of network marketing. He's basically won everywhere he's been to a certain extent. And Matt obviously is right behind him. And then you've got Cole. So you got a lot of people that, know what they're doing, that know where they're going, and they're here to support all of you. So I see some of the names on here: Spencer and Brady and Jeremiah and Hector and Kevin and Samsung Galaxy S7 and Richard and Damian and Dillard, Shonda, Kyle, Jordan, C, Murdoch, Nats, Kyle, Marty, Kyle, again, iPhone, Kessler, Chris, Diciano, Kim, Kessler, Daryl. Okay, everybody else on the line: Austin, Amy, Katie. Yeah, we're fired up tonight. So, guys, I'm excited. We just got off an amazing event in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you weren't there, I don't know what's wrong with you. You should have been there. Just joking, kind of, not really. You guys need to be at these events. We tell you, hey, get to these events, and then you guys don't, and you make excuses, and you wonder why your business is stagnant. Well, that's why, because you're not listening to the people that are trying to guide you. So tonight I'm going to say some things that may come off a little bit aggressive. I'm going to say some things one second. I'm going to say some things that, might jar you a certain type of way, but sometimes you need to hear the information that no one else is going to tell you to wake your butt up and be like, hey man, maybe you should put more effort into your business and, learn how to trade and, do this business and, work hard. The reason why these guys have the results that they do, the reason why Cole hit P2000, the reason why people like, Anthony Rigsby, is hitting the ranks very, very fast is because they're putting in the work. They're not making excuses. They're not sitting there thinking about working. They're just working. And I just gave you guys my schedule, and I do this all day long, and I'm the executive vice president of the whole company, and I work like I'm broke. So, that should at some level motivate you to do something. I don't know what you did this past weekend, but if you're out every night partying with your friends, if you want to meet your line, Anthony, go ahead and do that, bro. If you're out partying all the time and, doing these things and you have no money, you need to check yourself, right? Some of you need to really, check, get a checkup from the neck up and be like, hey, what am I doing here? How serious do I want to build this business? So the first question I'm going to ask you is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about going Chairman 10? I'm not going to sit here tonight and talk about trading. I believe in trading. I think trading is the backbone of this company because it is. Education is the backbone of this company. because it is. But if you're running this business to get real residual income, if you're not muted, please mute out. I keep hearing these little crackling thingies. If you're not in this if you're not in this just to trade and just to do that, if you're in the business to build and get real residual ongoing income at P1000, 2K, 5K, Chairman 10, Chairman 25, so on and so forth, then I'm telling you guys, you need to definitely increase your work ethic, increase your output. I tell everybody you have to increase your output to get better results. And if you're in this company right now and it's only, what is it? It's March 26, 2018. You guys are so fortunate and blessed to be in this company so early on in the game. We've only had one convention so far in the entire company. And the next date I want you guys to start thinking about is September 14th. Okay, September 14th weekend, right here in my backyard of Miami, Florida, we're having IML Soars. So our goal, we had about 5,200 people in Las Vegas. Our goal is a minimum of 10,000 strong. So you guys got to start thinking about where you want to be in Miami September 14th. You think it's going to be, oh my God, it's so far in the future, and oh my gosh, I have so much time to hit my ranks, and I can just take my time and I can just think about it some more. You really can't. Time moves very, very fast, and it waits for nobody. So you got to understand, it's the end of March. So you're talking, you got April, May, June, July, August. You got 5 months and 2 weeks exactly. So you got 5.5 months. And I'm telling you, some of you, New Year's Eve just happened in my mind. It literally was just here. But oh my gosh, now we're over 90 days now into a brand new year. So it's going to be September before you know. You're either going to show up one of two ways. You're going to show up one way and be excited and fired up that you worked hard and you were dedicated and you were committed, and you're going to be proud of yourself for getting to the level you want to get at, or you're going to show up and have regret, and you're going to be pissed off and upset why you're not where you want to be, why you're not, at your goals and, at the dreams and goals that you set out to hit by September 14th. This company is growing very, very rapidly, and, it's up to you. We set a goal to hit 100 Chairman 10s by March 31st, 2018. We did it. We have 106 now Chairman 10s and above, and now we just set another goal to have 500 Chairman 10s by March 31st, 2019, and that thing's already done. So the question you have to ask yourself is, well, I wonder if IML is going to blow up. I wonder if IML is going to go viral. I wonder if my cousins and grandma and grandpa and mom and dad are going to hear about IML. My cousin that doesn't do IML with me, he got DM'd 3 times in the last week from people saying, hey, man, I just joined IML. I think your cousin's like the vice president or something. So it's starting to gain some serious amounts of traction. And if you don't talk to the people somebody else will talk to them. I can't tell you how many times people's own siblings and cousins and uncles join the company in different lines, in different teams, because you didn't pick up the phone and call these people. So this is the idea I want you guys to think about, okay? When you're saying I want to go Chairman 10, when you're saying I want to become a 6-figure trader, all right? The reason why most people aren't going to actually do that, it's not because IML is too expensive, because it's not. It's dirt cheap. It's $200. I mean, that's a joke. I mean, this is Dar ordered some shoes. These freaking shoes cost more than what, $200, right? He ordered shoes. I don't know what the hell these even are. He ordered these things, Jordans, right? Jordan Air Max. I don't know. I'm not a shoe guy, but brand new Jordans. These freaking pairs of shoes cost more than to get in to IML. All right. So you not being successful has nothing to do with it being 217. If you talk to people and they don't have 217, then you need to talk to some new people, or you need to help people understand that if they don't have 217 now at age 18 or above in the United States of America, then they have a serious problem. And they need to fix that problem. If they suffer from broke-itis, then they need to my mom's texting me. Sorry, I got to tell her I'm on the call. They need to not suffer from broke-itis. So it has nothing to do with you, with IML being too expensive. It has nothing to do with Christopher Terry. It has nothing to do with your upline, which is Joey and Matt and myself. And it has nothing to do with IMO as a whole. Okay, you not going Chairman 10 by September has everything to do with you in the immense amount of weight you carry in between your ears of negativity. Okay, so I don't have 15 hours tonight to do a full-blown seminar. I was saying this 2 days ago in New York City. But the basis of you having success or not has to do with what goes on in between your ears. And I'm telling you this because I'm a living, breathing example of this being true. Okay? Nothing that comes out of my mouth I created. I didn't sit down one day and say, hey, I'm gonna write a booklet right now, and I'm gonna call it the Alex Morton Guide to Success. And I'm just gonna write out random bullet points and no, that's not what this is. This is information that has come from mentors and coaches of mine for years and years and years, okay? Some of this stuff has come from this book. It's called the Quantum Leap Strategy. A lot of people call it U squared. And I was reading this today while I was eating breakfast/lunch because I landed and I didn't eat. It doesn't matter. But here's the deal, okay? This is an activity we all can do right now. I know Joey and Matt said, hey, man, there's no time limit tonight, so I don't really have another call for a little bit of time. So I'll sit on here for a while with you guys and just give you whatever I've got, okay? But this is an activity we can do, okay? It says to get still and relax. So sit there. I know it's hard to relax. I'm screaming at you through a computer, but just try to relax. And if your mic's not muted, just please mute the damn thing, okay? Get still and relax, all right? Now, I want you to get a piece of paper and a pen. A piece of paper and a pen, all right? So you've got paper and you've got some pen. Now, this is what I do. This is what I did when I was broke. This is what I did when I was a 6-figure earner. This is what I did when I was a 7-figure earner. And now this is what I do when I'm an 8-figure earner. And those of you that know me, you know I'm no different than anybody else. Matt and Joey, they slept in this home with me. They saw me operate on a day-to-day basis. They saw me in Costa Rica. I'm a normal 28-year-old male human being just like everybody else. So get the whole idea of, wow, he's made $10 million, so he must be different. Or, Joey and Matt, they move so fast and they're going to hit chairman this week. They're just different. No, they're not different. They just do things a different way. Does that make sense? So people aren't different. They just do things a different way. When everybody else is walking around in zombie land, whether they're in Miami or Minneapolis or Iowa or New York City, and they don't even know what they don't even know. They don't even know what they're doing because they've never been taught any of these kind of stuff, or they've been taught this stuff, but yet they don't apply it because they're ding-dongs. I don't understand. But what it says in this book is it says you must rely on the unseen forces to attract the success that you want. Okay, so it says most people never really use these invisible source of tremendous power and value. So you have to understand there is power and energy all around us all the time. My mentor, Bob Proctor, told me, he said, you have enough power in your pinky finger to light up New York City for 2 weeks. That's how much energy is in your pinky finger, okay? So knowing that to be true, we have to learn how to use this information and this energy to give us what we want. So here's the deal, paper and pen. Relax, okay? Now draw a picture or a symbol of your goal, okay? Draw a picture or a symbol of your goal. Some of you, maybe you write CH10. Some of you might write P5000. Some of you might, if you're a good artist, maybe you draw a picture of the car you want or a Mercedes-Benz emblem, all right? Whatever you want, want it, okay? You should never feel bad about wanting to get rich. People try to make people feel bad about wanting to be successful. Oh, even my own family, oh, you don't need all that money. You don't need all that money. You don't need all that money. But here's the thing. Money in our industry, the more money you make is the more people you've impacted. So that's why I need more money. I need $1 million a month because that means I've impacted, I don't even know at that point, hundreds of thousands of people in this specific company. You need Chairman Tim because that means you've impacted over 500 people in this specific company and their life is now better because you are and you were a part of it. So this is the deal, okay? Sketch it out in your notebook, all right? And as you do this, imagine yourself being there. So what does that mean? That means imagine yourself already obtaining the goal that you desire. The car in my garage, okay? I took a Rolls-Royce emblem and stuck it on my BMW steering wheel years ago. Years ago. And every time I drove the BMW, what did I see? A Rolls-Royce emblem. So what does that mean? That means my mind started to say, okay, Rolls-Royce, Rolls-Royce car, Rolls-Royce car, Rolls-Royce car, Rolls-Royce car. I now need to bring things into Alex's life, opportunities and people and situations to actually give him what he desires. All right? So you want to, as you're drawing this out, you want to imagine being there, and you want to imagine having accomplished your goal. So then what you do is you read your goal. Now, a lot of us, we've talked about goal cards, several times. Some of you probably still haven't made a goal card. I don't know why. I don't know why I say these things, and, sometimes people don't listen. And guys, here's the deal. I'm talking to you as if I personally signed every single one of you up. I don't say some of the stuff that I say to you guys that I say to the rest of the company. I get on company calls, I'm in a polo shirt, and I'm like, hey, I'm the vice president of this company, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's rock and roll. Here, I'm actually going to break down some stuff because I want you guys to get it and understand it so you can have whatever it is that you want. So you write down your goal, right? I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm Chairman 10 by September 14th, 2018. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm Platinum 5000 by September 14th, 2018. And you say it over and over and over and over and over again. You carry it with you. You read it. You write it. You read it. You write it. You see it. Okay? And it happens over and over and over and over and over again. And what you do is you read your goal out loud to yourself. And what you want to do is you want to keep this visual image in your mind. If I said imagine yourself on stage in front of 10,000 people at your goal, you see something, right? You see yourself either at your goal or not at your goal. You could probably close your eyes and see what type of suit you're wearing. September 14th, 2018. You see, so many people think, the level of success in this business has to do with your list and doing presentations. Guys, you know how to do that. There's nothing Joey Wilson can say to you that's going to go cause you to go do presentations. You're either going to go do them or you're not. You're either going to call 5 people tomorrow and get them on webinars, or you're not. It's not difficult to make a list of people. It's not difficult to invite them to watch whatisimo.com. It's not difficult for them to get on, IMO4Xoverview.com. Those are things you and we could teach a 6-year-old child how to do those things. The difficult stuff has to do with this. Because, guys, if you're not ready mentally to make $100,000 a year, you're not going to make $100,000 a year. And if you do, you'll drop right back down to where you are. Okay? Money you will only earn what you are. The law of compensation is very, very simple. The law of compensation is 3 things. Number 1, is there a need for what you do? Well, ask yourself, is there a need for what we do here at iMarkets Live? Yes or yes? Yes. Okay? Number 2, your ability to do it. How good are you at doing what it is we do here at IML? What do we do at IML? Well, we acquire customers, and then we teach other customers how to acquire customers. I don't know about you. I'm 28 years old. Okay, my highest paid friend outside of network marketing makes like $90,000 a year. That's great. That's awesome. I'm not knocking, oh my God, $90K a year. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying we got people making $90K a month and a lot more than that. So, what we have is special. What we have isn't normal. There's no other place for Cole at 18 legally to go make $25,000 a month by September 14th. Where's he going to go do that? No other MLM, because nothing out there is going to be anywhere near this. All right? So what I'm telling you is that law of compensation, is there a need for what you do? Number 1. Number 2, your ability to do it. Number 3, here comes the golden nugget. Number 3, the difficulty in replacing you. How difficult is it to replace you? Now, this is coming from a very confident standpoint. It's not a cocky standpoint. I am not a cocky individual because I'm just not. I know it's difficult to replace me, okay? And that's why I make what I make. You have to raise your value, so it's difficult to replace Brady. It's difficult to replace Spencer. It's difficult to replace Anthony and Shonda and Logan and Steve and Jeremiah Bates. You got to raise your value to make it difficult to replace you. And the universe is going to say, okay, you're the real deal. here are the leaders for your business. Oh, you're the real deal. Here's P1000. Oh, you're the real deal. Oh, Platinum 600 by Friday. Done. And you will start to attract exactly what you need to get your life and to get your business to that next level. Okay, so that's one thing. Another thing I want you guys to start thinking about is on the tactical side. Okay, if you're saying I want to go Chairman 10, what does that mean? Well, that means that you're saying I want to make at least $10,000 a month. So if that's the case, what type of work do you think needs to be done for Chris Terry to send you $2,500 to $3,000 every single Friday? Right? Would you suggest it to be, barely working? Would you suggest that to be like half-ass working, like sleeping until 1 p.m., playing this Fortnite nonsense that I see everywhere on Instagram all day long, right? Is that what you think? Oh, Chris, hey, I'm going to play Fortnite for 5 hours a day. Can you send me 10 G's this month, bro? He'll be like, go jump off a cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So if you're going to make $10,000 a month, you need to put in $10,000 a month in effort. Actually, you probably need to put in $30,000 a month in effort, because you should always do more than what you're paid for. If you do more than what you're paid for, your income will match the value that you're bringing into the marketplace. So just for some of you saying there, well, hey, what should I do every single day? Well, you need to talk to new people every single day, okay? You need to talk to existing team members every single day. And your goal and your mindset should be this: hey, if the whole team did what I did today, would my business grow? Or would it die? Right? It's either growing or it's dying. It never, I look at the numbers every day. The numbers never stay the exact same down to the penny. We either grow, okay, we've been growing for 20 months, but if we're not growing, we're backtracking, right? So what you got to understand is that you need to be the example, okay? You need to be the example for your team. You need to be the example of what success looks like for your group and, for your organization. Okay? All of you guys can get Platinum 600 done by Friday if you really needed to. Like, if it's Monday right now, okay? So if you had to get Platinum 600 done by Friday, I'm pretty certain that the vast majority of you could figure out a way to go Platinum 600, okay, in the next, in the next several days. I fully believe you guys can do that. So what I'm going to do right now, I've been doing this as I've been touring. Instead of me just sitting here just talking about a million different things, I could talk about literally a million different things. And we have a chat box, all right? We have a chat box. So I think that it makes more sense for you guys to, hey, ask me questions about things that you might be having difficulty with right now, okay? Whether it's cold market, whether it's warm market, whether it's closing, whether it's like, yo, how do I get into the Telegram groups? You know what I mean? Like, what type of questions do you guys have? What do you think is holding? Okay, here we go. Cameron Green. How do you deal with the people that think it's a scam? Well, number one, scam means still confused about money. Okay, number one, scam stands for still confused about money, or still cooking at McDonald's, or yeah, we'll just leave it there, right? So number one, there's that. Number two, ask people, hey man, why do you think it's a scam? Like, what makes you think this is a scam? What do you think's a scam? 5.3 trillion. Actually, it's more than that. It's actually over 6 trillion now a day, I found out. What's a scam? 6 trillion a day or 180 billion a year? And people that think it's a scam, it's because you haven't done well enough job to educate them on what this is and what this is not. Okay, this is a educational company. You don't even have to do the network marketing side. I stand on stages all over the world and I say, hey, you don't have to recruit. You don't have to sign people. I was in New York in front of like 350 people, and there were a bunch of networkers there from a specific company, the same company Joey and Matt came from. And they were like, what do you mean you don't have to recruit people? I'm like, what do you mean? What do I mean? You don't have to recruit people. Well, how do you make money? You learn how to trade. Like the 70,000 people doing the company, the vast majority of them, I know how many the guys. Chris sends like 6,000 checks out a week. So out of 70,000 people, only 6,000 give a you-know-what about the compensation plan. So that's incredible. Like, no company has that at all. So if people are saying, if people are saying, hey, this is a scam, ask them, hey, man, I thought that at first, but this is what I found out. This is actually the largest financial market on planet Earth. That's like calling banks a scam. Banks are a scam if you have money with them, but that's like calling banking system a scam. Like that, like currency's a scam. Okay, it just doesn't add up. All right. I'm having trouble getting people to finally pull the trigger. I'm getting people who watch the video and hop on the Zoom calls, but no one has yet to sign up under me. Okay, Kyle, you need to ask closing questions. Okay, if you ask closing questions, at least they're going to give you their objection, and then you can just hammer out their objection. So if I got you on a call, Kyle, and say Joey talked to you after the call, I'd say, hey, Kyle, hey, man, what did you like best about everything Joey talked about? And you would say, hey, man, I think trading is really cool. I would love to make money on my cell phone. Then I would say, awesome, that's what I said. So you're always agreeing with the person. And then the next question is simple. Hey, let's get you started. Let's get you 4 words. Let's get you started. So Kyle, if you're saying, hey man, let's get you started, now they're going to fire back with maybe an objection. So that objection is going to come in probably one of 4 forms. Number 1, they don't understand it. Number 2, they don't believe it. Number 3, they don't have any time, which is obviously nonsense. Number 4, they don't have any money, which is obviously nonsense because they're eating, they're drinking, they're partying, they have money. So what did you like best? Let's get you started. And then whatever objection they hit you with, you just got to be able to overcome objections. And overcoming objections is simple. You agree with them, and then you knock the objection out. Okay. How do we get our team into trading groups or Telegram groups? Jonathan Bosunga. That's a pretty cool name, man. It sounds like Cowabunga. Bosuganga. Okay. So what you need to do is get on Telegram, and Joey and Matt will help you. However, you want to get in on iMarkets Live official Telegram group, number 1. Number 2, you want to make sure you're on Facebook IML Elite. You want to make sure you're on IML Elite to plug in. Should I try to convince people who have already said no or are not interested? Jeremy or Jeremiah, like the rapper singer. That's tough, man. I mean, my belief level is so high, and I've seen so many different people from college kids to master degrees to, I mean, shit, we have probably a dozen NFL players that trade in NBA that trade. I mean, so I've seen everybody do this. So in my opinion, I think everybody should at least get educated on trading. I don't care if they have 10 million or they have 10 cents. I mean, it's what wealthy people do. So if they just blatantly say no, then, obviously some people are going to say no, and a lot of them are going to be your close friends because they don't understand fully. What you want to do is, you can only convince so much. I mean, amateurs convince and professionals sort. So you're really just sorting for people that, want more. I mean, you got to ask people, hey man, like, what's your plan? Like I'm 20, I'm young, right? Like I'm like, yo, what's your plan? There was some kid in New York. He was going to school. He was going to NYU, which is like a prestigious college. And I don't knock college. Half of you are probably in college. I went to college. I have a 4-year degree from Arizona State. But I'm like, yo, what's your plan, dude? He was like 22 years old. He's like, well, I'm in business school. I'm like, awesome. So what's your plan? Well, I'm going to graduate in the fall. And what's your plan? Well, I'm going to, apply for a job. What do you want to do? I don't know. So you don't have a plan. You have loans of $50,000 and, you're walking around like a ding dong. You have no idea what you're going to do. So ask people, hey man, what's your plan? If they don't have a plan, hey, try our plan. Okay. Cause our plan is working. Okay. We got a lot of questions coming in. This is good. What are the top 3 attributes that got you to where you are today? They're simple words, but focus, belief, and consistency. Winners have the ability to focus. My dad told me that you have to have tunnel vision. So what does that mean? That means you have to block out what's over here, what's over here. If you're young, you're going to have lots of distractions. I had a lot of friends that went to Ultra this weekend in Miami. Honestly, I'm a little jealous I wasn't there because it just looked freaking out of control. But I decided to do 3 meetings in 3 days because I figured, hey, well, instead of, looking at Hardwell and Skrillex and Alesso and all these DJs, Martin Garrix, I know the Chainsmokers. My cousin knows them. I mean, they make like $1 million every 2 weeks. So I'm like, I could either go watch the Chainsmokers or I could, get to the point where I'm making more money than the Chainsmokers. So I don't know. I have the ability to focus. So what you have to do is you have to have tunnel vision between now and September and just allocate your time wisely. You can't, if you're going to fall for anything, I don't know what the quote is, but don't fall for anything. And some people are going to try to distract you. Hey, man, let's go to the bar. Hey, man, let's go do this. I'm not saying don't have fun. I have fun. Everywhere I go to, I have fun. I mean, I met Matt and Joey on Super Bowl weekend, partying for like 3 straight days. It was sick. We saw Future and Cardi B and went to the game, almost got frostbite and died. I mean, it was an amazing time. But if you're not where you want to be, my opinion is, cut down on some of the partying. So if I throw myself back to Arizona State at 22 years old, my senior year of college, man, I sacrificed a lot of, quote, social life to get to $1,000 a week. Because my mom said, listen, if you don't get to $1,000 a week by graduation, she's like, you're going to need to get a job because your lifestyle is not going to support, like, you're going to have to, like, make money because me and your dad are not going to pay. We're not going to give you anything because you're a grown man at, 23, 22 years old. They're like, you better go figure it out. So I had a desire to get to $1,000 a week before I graduated because I don't want to go apply to work at Northwestern Mutual, where they make you do the same thing as network marketing anyway. Make a list of your family and friends, and then you're going to call them and sell them freaking insurance. Or go work at Wells Fargo or Bank of America and count other people's money. I was motivated by, like, not getting what I wanted. So I don't know what motivates you, but number one, you got to focus. Number two, you have to have massive belief. If your friends believe you're going to be Chairman 10, they're going to be afraid to not follow you. Simple as that. Okay? Curiosity opens them up. Confidence closes them. Confidence will get you basically whatever you want in life. People want to be around confident people. Guys want to be around confident girls. Girls want to be around confident guys. Confident business partners want to be with confident business partners. Not wavy business partners. Some of you, you need to get a backbone where you have right now a noodle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be confident. You have to have a high level of belief. And then number 3 is just been consistency. I look back at my career. I mean, man, I remember doing meetings on my birthday in Chicago probably 3 years in a row in my first company. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to work in my 20s. So, in my 30s, when I do want to maybe settle down and do the wife and family thing, like, I don't have to work. I don't have to do anything. I just pick up the phone and help you guys. So you're going to sacrifice either now or later. I hope you guys understand that. Unless your dad or mom is going to give you $3 million and you can put it in the bank and live on the interest, you will have to sacrifice at some point in your life. So you either sacrifice now. I see the screen. I blew up the screen. So most of you are I'm probably older than most of you on here. You're either going to sacrifice in your teens and 20s, you're going to sacrifice in your 30s and 40s, or you're just going to be broke and miserable. I'm not trying to offend you. And I'm not saying you have to have money to be happy, because you don't. I have rich friends that are on depression medicine, and I have friends that make 40 grand a year, and they're the happiest people on earth. So I'm not here to say money's going to make you happy, because it's going to help, but it's not going to make you happy. But you're going to have to sacrifice at some point. So you either choose now, like that candy, now or later. You're going to have to do it at some point. But if your parents are still working and your grandparents may need medical bills paid for and stuff like that, just get it done. Just choose to be the person in your family to just not be a little and just step up and work hard and be the one at Thanksgiving dinner where it's like, yeah, because of Joey, we can eat like a Whole Foods turkey this year, not this Kroger, Sam's Club, pesticide, dirty ass turkey. Excuse my language, but it's like, I don't know, be, Dar's over here, he's vegan, so he eats tofurkey on Thanksgiving, but you know what it is. All right, next question. Yeah. What's the, does it seem to be easier to get through to people with in-person media instead of calls? For sure, Logan. If you can meet them and touch them, go touch them. If you can drive to their house, go drive to their house. Get in your car. Oh, they're 20 minutes away. Okay, your 20 minutes is gonna be in between you and your dreams because you're too lazy to drive 20 minutes to go do a presentation. Then you probably don't need to be in the business. You probably should just trade. You're gonna have to put in work at some point. But the answer is yes. If you can talk to them in person and put your hand on someone's shoulder and say, hey man, I got you. We're gonna do this thing together. Do it. Alex, I've been trying so hard and reached out to almost 50 people. I had 10 people say they'd attend my call with Joey, but they all bailed. I think my opening line to them could be a lot better. What is your favorite way to approach your warm market? It's a pretty good question. There's different ways. You got to know your audience. So there's two types of people in your life. This is important stuff here. This is like how to make $1 million. Here you go. Ready? There's two types of people. You either have influence over them or they have influence over you. They either look up to you or you look up to them. So if you have influence, the call can be like this. Hey, Kevin, what's going on, man? Hey, it's Alex. How you doing, bro? Hey, nothing well. Hey, here's the deal. Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Bro, I need you. You need to show up to this event Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. Why? What is it? It doesn't matter what it is. I found a way for us to make a ridiculous amount of money together. You need to be there at 7 o'clock. Okay? If you have influence over them, you can really lightly, politely demand that they show up, especially if they're young. It's like, yo, what are you doing Tuesday at 7 o'clock? What are they doing Tuesday at 7 o'clock? They're either playing video games or they're smoking weed. It's like put down, get your ass to my house. And if there's some more adults on here, sorry for my language, but I'm just being real. Like, you just got to tell people, like, listen, what are you doing? You live in the Midwest. It's cold outside. Your mom works 2 jobs. Your dad works 2 jobs. You have no money, and your priorities are to party 5 nights a week. You are stupid, right? So, again, just keeping it real. But if someone has influence over you, so say I was talking to Shonda, and Shonda makes more money than me. She's in real estate. I'm broke right now. She's not. I'm like, Shonda, hey, I just joined a brand new business. I would love to get your professional opinion on it. So now you're asking for guidance. You're asking for help. You're going to them. Hey, Randy, man, I respect you so much. I just started a brand new business, man. I would love to hear your 2 cents on this brand new business. So now they feel special. They're like, oh my gosh, like, man, Alex really thinks highly of me because he's asking me for my opinion. Well, Alex, what is it? Hey, man, I don't want to mess it up for you, but Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, we're having like a 45-minute little overview. I would love for you to be there. Awesome. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know your audience. If you're talking to your little cousin, it's like, dude, show up at 7 o'clock, bring your friends. You work at Kroger, you bag groceries, you need to not do that. You need to show up 7 o'clock Tuesday night, right? If it's a well-respected doctor, hey, Dr. Johnson, hey, this is Alex from down the street. I just started a brand new business. Hey, man, I would love your professional opinion on if this is a good idea or not. And by doing that, you're making them feel good, so there's a better chance of them to show up. Okay. How do I find people that want to work as hard as I do to make all of this possible? Respectfully, Marty Q. Plinsky. Man, you guys got some awesome names on this call. It's my Midwest people. I'm from the Midwest. Ohio, baby. LeBron, let's go. Okay, so a lot of y'all probably don't like LeBron. That's okay. So okay. How do I find people that want to work as hard? Well, you're sorting. If I had a deck of cards, a lot of you heard this. If you had a deck of cards, you got twos, you got threes, you got fours, you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, Kings. There's 4 aces in the deck, right? So you got to find these aces. You're sorting through these people to find these aces. And when you find these aces, you run with them super hard. Like you find yourself a Cole, you run with them super hard. You find yourself a Brittany, you rock with them super hard. When Anthony joined the business, I knew Anthony because we met 2 years ago, and I was like, okay, this is somebody that's never made a lot of money in the industry, but he's always worked really hard. I'm like, if you guys really rock with this kid, he'll work 25 hours a day, and that's what he's doing. That's why he's hitting levels and ranks. It's not because he's special. I know Anthony's not special, just like me. I'm not special either. It's just making decisions. to prioritize your life. Do you personally use swipe trades? Yes. On my other cell phone, I take trades. It would be lying to you if I told you I traded all the time, because I don't, and I don't lie to people. I keep it real. But yes, we take swipe trades. How do I increase the quality and quantity of my work? Well, you want to be productive. You know, lots of people are busy. Very few people are productive. I'd rather you talk to 50 people tomorrow in 2 hours than talk to one person once a day for the next 200 days. You know, success loves speed. Momentum loves speed. Universe rewards speed. This is scientific law. This isn't really up for debate. So it's how much, how fast. And a lot of you, man, you might be saying, man, I'm putting in the work. I'm talking to lots of people. I'm not seeing the checks hit every single Friday. Guys, understand, you know, my first check in this industry was $10. My second month I made $20. My third month I made $50. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. So as you're building your business, you want to be going through IMO Academy. You want to be going through IMO Universe. You want to be on IMO TV. Man, I get text messages. I'm not making trading claims, but I get messages on my phone. They're like, "Yo, we were on, you know, Luis Fernando Key's crypto education call today," and they're like, "I made $500. All I did, I just took his trades. I just plugged in what he was telling me." So if you just get on these calls and just take the trades, I mean, damn, you're probably gonna make some money. You know, so yeah, I would be doing that for sure. I mean, the reason why this company's exploded, it's not just because of the compensation plan. Okay, there's been lots of companies with great comp plans that never get traction because they're selling air, or they're selling, you know, Disney cruises in the basement of the boat. You know what I'm saying? So what you need to do, I'm just messing. What you need to do, what you need to do is utilize the product. What you need to do is we're just having fun. What you need to do is utilize the products and services. I got so many friends in that company. I'm seriously just messing around. I was talking to one of the young guys yesterday. Young Indian kid that makes a lot of money. Super good friend of mine, doing really well. I'm just joking around, for real. I love everybody. Use the products and services so you can talk about the products and services. You know, that's good. Being brand new in this company. So what I was saying is, okay, today I flew on a plane from Jersey to Miami. Okay, in the first 90 seconds of the plane, they use 90% of the fuel to get the bird off the ground, and then the next 2 hours was just autopilot using minimal fuel. The same thing's in your business. It takes 90% of your effort to get your business off the ground. Once it's off the ground, it's rocking and rolling. You know, Joey and Matt have people join their business every day that they don't talk to. They don't even know. I mean, they may talk to them, but they don't know who they are until they click on their name and see where they're from. So you getting yourself off of the ground is really the key to the kingdom. So we'll do a few more here. I'm all in, says Shonda. I love it. Love your humor and the fact you can be so humble. Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Yep, I'm just being me. How to become a better promoter of events and trainings and calls? Can you give some tips to become a better promoter? Yeah, man. Frequency of doing it. Like, you got to become the best promoter. Here's a fun fact. Who is the really famous boxing promoter? What was his name? The big guy? Not Mr. T. Oh my gosh. What do you guys know? Who's older on the call? Who is the really famous boxing promoter? Okay, the point is that he promoted Muhammad Ali's fights. He made more money. Don King. Thank you, Jonathan. He made more money than the people in the ring. Does that make sense? So boxing promoters make more money than most of the boxers, unless you're Floyd Money Mayweather. Does that make sense? Like that's not Joe Rogan. Who's the dude that owns, who's the white dude that owns MMA that just sold it to those two billionaire brothers? Dana White. Man, you guys are smart. Okay, Dana White made more money every fight than McGregor ever did in MMA. Think about it. McGregor's in there getting his face beat in, and Dana White's sitting on his butt in a T-shirt making more money. Promoters get paid. Promoters get paid. Sports agents, they wind up making more money than athletes because the athletes spend all their money anyway, and they're the ones saving their money. So promoters get paid. You have to become a great promoter of calls, great promoter of events. You guys should already be promoting September 14th. We're going to drop the ticket. We're going to drop the ticket link right now. Well, why should I buy my ticket right now? Because you're making room for the good you desire. That's why. You're buying 10 tickets tonight because you're going to have 10 leaders come with you to Miami. Well, I'm going to get the 10 people first, and then I'm going to buy the tickets. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not. You have to make room for the good in which you desire, okay? My mentor said, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. One more time. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. You buy 10 tickets tonight and you start talking about, hey, man, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm showing up to Miami at Platinum 5000 with 50 people on my team. And you're saying it and you're saying it, you're speaking it, and you're doing these events, and you're closing events saying, hey, man, Minnesota's great, but guys, September 14th, we're rolling in with 500 people deep in this team just from Minnesota alone into Miami September 14th, right? You start speaking this stuff, people get excited and fired up. They're going to start doing more work over and over and over. Everyone wants to go to Miami. Everybody wants to go to Miami, right? It's Miami. That's why I live here. It's Miami. So, start promoting, buy your tickets, get fired up. Man, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten much today. I love how many coaches are coming together to make differences in the world. Yeah, that's some deeper stuff, but that's the truth. Look at this call. I'm looking at people with different colored skin, different backgrounds, younger, older. Man, I'll tell you what, I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I've never seen people from all these backgrounds, races, religions, creeds, sex, countries, continents. It's absolutely, it's insane how many people are winning in this company that all look different. And if you guys were in Vegas, you saw that on stage. It looked like a cultural diversity convention when we had all the chairmans on stage. So guys, I'm excited. I'm proud of you guys for being on this call. I guess the call to action is this. Rank advance this week by Friday. Just do it. Just make a decision and do it. If you're not P150, you need 3 customers. So if you've got 1 customer, you need 2 more. Okay? If you're not yet Platinum 600, you got to have 12 total customers to be Platinum 600. Just get it done. Get people on the calls with Joey. Get people on the calls with Matt. Get people on the calls with Nicole. Get people on the calls with Anthony and Brittany, right? Just do it. Just like Nike said it, you just got to do it. I mean, if you're looking for a secret, you're going to keep looking for the rest of your life. You're not going to find a secret. Okay, I've made more money than any millennial in the world of network marketing. I'm in Nike gym shorts right now talking to you. There's no secret to this business. You're in an exploding company. Okay, what we did in the past with Vima is a joke compared to what we're doing in IML. What Joey and these guys did in the past with that travel company, it's a joke compared to what's happening in this company. I mean, literally, it's laughable. What our past are compared to what we're doing right now. I mean, the volume is just cranking out of control. We're going to do $14 million this month in sales. You got to ask yourself, hey, how much of this do I want? How much market share do I want? Because with or without you, these guys are going to get super wealthy. And this company is going to be $1 billion brand. And your kids are going to know about iMarkets Live. So you either want to be a player or you want to be a spectator. The choice is yours. You have the same opportunity. You have the same resources. Man, I'd get on a Zoom call if you wanted me to. If you hit up Matt or Joey like, hey, man, I'm having a launch call. You better have at least 30 people on that damn thing. But I will call in and talk. I don't care. I work as if I'm Platinum 150 because that is the secret. To never think you're better and to never stop working. And you got to keep doing it over and over and over and over again. And if you need to get motivated tonight, think about your future. Maybe you are in love with being a lawyer or a doctor. God bless you. That's amazing. Okay? Google average salary of doctors in America. It's not what you think. It's $800,000 a year. No, it's not. It's not. It costs about $800,000 to go become a doctor, but they ain't paying you that. I got friends that went to Ohio State Medical School and they love it and I love them, but man, it's not easy. There are now more lawyers than opening jobs with law degrees in America. Well, I'm going to get a law degree. I'm going to go get rich. Okay, well, you better be the 1%, the 2%, just like any other industry. I'm just giving you guys reality because you don't get reality during your day. Because unless you have families that are freaking multimillionaires, unless you have mentors in your life, you're not getting reality. You're getting social media flooding your mind of nonsense. You're getting distracted with Fox News and CNN and keeping up with the Kardashians and watching every March Madness game. I love sports. I grew up playing sports. I fill out a bracket too. I'm not saying don't do that stuff. I'm saying if you know every player on the Timberwolves roster and what college they went to, you need to utilize your time a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. You got to prioritize your time. Get rich. Go sit courtside. Get rich. Drive where you want to drive. Get rich. Buy mom what she wants. Get rich. Do whatever you want to go do. But if you're not yet there, and remember, your goal is different than Anthony's. Your goal is different than Gino's. Your goal is different than Jeremiah's. Your goal is different than Jonathan's. I'm not saying everyone needs to be a Chairman 10. I'm not saying that at all. Maybe your goal is P2000. That's amazing. We love you. We applaud you. Go get it done. Then celebrate. Hit your goals, then go celebrate. Life's a lot more fun when you can, buy what you want and eat where you want, and not worry about anything. Just give mom 10 grand a month because she's your mom. That's what you need to do. Feels really good. And I want that for all of you. So that's all I got. I got to get some dinner. I just landed and I fly out in 36 hours again for 2 weeks. So there's that. I'm passing this back to Joey. You guys, again, I can't say enough great things about Joey and Matt. These two are amazing leaders. They work very hard. I follow them on social media, so I see them actually grinding on Instagram, and they're posting what they're doing. And if you guys need to get motivated, you don't need me to get motivated. All you have to do is look at these two and be like, damn, these dudes are doing it big. I need to do it big as well. So much love, and let's go. Let's go, Cavs. Right.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, guys, listen, I've been following Alex for 5.5 years, and I just want to copy exactly what he's doing. And he always used to talk about keeping the main thing. And he talked about it in the call, being focused, just getting it done, sacrificing that season. It's that jet taking off the tarmac. You need to go hard for a season of your life. And let's do that together. Let's do whatever it takes for everybody to win together. We're trying to elevate the team, bring you guys with us. The window of opportunity is right now, and it's going to close eventually. Take action while it's hot. Strike while the iron is hot. Get your tickets for Miami. Buy a couple extra because you know you're going to have some people on your team there. Make a brand new list and just make it happen. Do personal development every day. Stay consistent and keep the main thing, you guys. We're going to do more calls tomorrow. Touch base with us. Let us know if you have more people to show, and let's go make it happen, guys. Take it easy.